Have you ever had someone say something out the side of their neck, only to have you spending hours, maybe even a couple of days, trying to figure out why did they say it and then how you might need to address it, but then going back to why did they say that nonsense and foolishness? You found yourself ruminating over the foolishness. Yeah, that's me. Listen, that ongoing processing, chewing, nulling over that thing over and over again, where you really don't come to a solution, but it makes you feel some kind of way. That's rumination, and it's not good for us. Rumination is a fascinating process for cows, but not for people. For people, rumination is a pattern of thinking where we constantly chew on negative situations, thoughts, and feelings. It's like being a prisoner to the past or to distortions about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. Here's the thing. Ruminating on problems, perceived failures, or comfortable emotions makes it difficult to move forward or find solutions. In this video, I'm going to share the impact of rumination and what it's doing to you and what you can do to escape rumination traps. Welcome to the Agile Leader with me, Pia Fitzgerald, where I provide tools for increasing your confidence, helping you build connection and collaboration. When we think of rumination, it's something that we find ourselves doing all the time. It's that, when we're like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do about this? It's when we're like, why did they say that? Or it's like when we're trying to find 50 different ways to analyze why someone did what they did or said what they said. We ruminate over and over again, kind of stuck in this rumination loop. But rumination is for cows, not for people. Let me paint a picture for you. Rumination for cows is this process they need to get the nutrients, okay? This is how they eat to get their nutrients. When a cow ruminates, it chews on its food, regurgitates, re-chews again, and re-swallows. You see how it's like kind of gross? Basically, they're eating their vomit a few times before they are done. This process continues until they get what they need from the food, the curd. But we are not cows. And rumination depletes us instead of nourishes us. Now, when you think about the image of regurgitating and rechewing, is that something you really want to do with negative thoughts? Are you really interested in eating the negative stuff over and over again? For humans, vomit is better suited outside of our bodies, okay, not in. Let me give you another example of why rumination is not good for us. All right, so take a menu. When you're at a restaurant, like if I'm at a restaurant and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, baked potato with cheese, cheeseburger, grilled chicken sandwich, berry beet salad. Berry beet salad? When I see that, I don't like berry beet salads, but when I see that berry beet salad, if I don't ruminate over it. Oh, how dare they have a berry beet salad? Freaking grief, this is just rude. And don't they know that I'm allergic to nuts? And it has the nerve to have nuts on it. Oh my God, they're just so insensitive. Come on, ruminating over that salad gets me nowhere except with elevated blood pressure. I mean, why stop my progress from making a menu selection to ruminate over something that's irrelevant to my purpose for being in the restaurant? It's a waste of time and energy. But of course we don't do that. We see something we don't like on the menu and acknowledge it, and then we keep it going. This can be done with negative thoughts as well. You cannot always control your thoughts, but you can control what you do with them and what you allow them to do to you. When the thought comes, acknowledge it. Feel what you need to feel, learn what you need to learn, and move on. Here's what you can expect if you remain in a rumination loop. Remaining in a rumination loop can lead to, number one, increased anxiety and stress. Thinking too much about bad things that happen or might happen can make you feel really anxious and stressed out. It can create a vicious cycle where negative thoughts reinforce feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness. Number two, ruminating can lead to impaired problem-solving ability. Ruminating over the same problems makes it hard to think clearly and find a solution. Number three, ruminating can lead to reduced productivity. Rumination depletes our energy and need, the energy we need for other work, to be creative, to get important things done. That's why I call it nonsense and foolishness. Number 4, rumination can lead to strained relationships. It can cause miscommunication or misunderstandings in personal and professional relationships, as you may be less present and more likely to react negatively due to the distress that you're experiencing instead of responding thoughtfully because you had the presence of mind to listen. If you're always stuck in your head, you might not listen well to others upset easily, which can make it hard to get along with people. And then number 5, rumination can lead to health challenges. Excessive rumination can actually make you physically sick with problems like hypertension, stomach issues, and even a weakened immune system. And in fact, I personally experienced this not too long ago. I was ruminating over my mom's situation who has dementia. I was ruminating over, my defense. I was ruminating over work related, just 3 thoughts over and over again, not arriving at any kind of solutions. And at some point, I had to say, stop, because it was taking me out. I literally had GI issues, so it just doesn't serve us well in any capacity. It's like you pay a heavy price for chewing on something over and over again that does not give you life. But guess what? If you struggle with rumination, I have 2 solutions for you. 2 things that you can do so that rumination doesn't have to overtake you. A couple of mindfulness exercise. One, I kind of created this one. It's called Stop That Thought. And it's going to sound a little weird, but just work with me. There's neuroscience to support what I'm doing. I'm not going to go into that backdrop, but just watch the process. So the next time you find yourself ruminating, because you're stuck in this loop, what I want you to do is this. I literally want you to say, stop! And then I want you to start calling out things, random things, light, computer, desk, phone, timer. Just start calling out things, because what you're doing, you're giving your brain a break from that negative thought. And then you're causing your brain to just kind of look at things with no judgment, no emotion. And it just kind of like resets you really quick. So it's called Stop That Thought. You say, stop. You have to say it. You have to speak it out. And then you call out these different things that are around you. It's like a way of regrounding yourself, resetting yourself. So that's the one thing that you can do when you find yourself in a rumination loop. The second thing you can do is you can employ one of these little fun timers. I love these timers. There's a 5-minute one, 2-minute, but you can just do your watch or what have you. The point is this. I want you to set aside an amount of time to talk or think about that thing. And then when the time is up, stop. Stop. Do not continue going on. And if someone brings it up, you're done. You've given yourself time to process, to chew, to vent, whatever you want to call it. And then you need to let it go so that you can move on. All right. Use these tools the next time you find yourself stuck in that rumination loop, and you'll be surprised at how these practices make it easier for you to escape the rumination loop. Implementing these strategies requires time and practice, but they can significantly reduce rumination and improve your overall well-being. It is also important to note when you might need professional help, because if rumination is significantly impacting your quality of life or mental health, you need to go see a professional. Okay? Before I go, allow me to leave you with a little chuckle. Why did the cow get an award for thinking? Drum roll. Because it was outstanding in its field of rumination. I love my little jokes. If you found a useful tip in this video, or if I warmed the cockles of your heart, I would appreciate you hitting the like button and sharing feedback in the comments. And remember to subscribe to help bring more valuable content designed to enhance your personal and professional development. Thank you for watching, and have a winning week.